Every great footballer has one thing in common. They don't just play football, they live football. And here's how you can do the same. Now, success on the pitch doesn't start when the referee blows his whistle. It starts long before this, in the choices that you make every single day. The truth is, high performance isn't just about how hard you train or how skilled you are with the ball. It is about how you live. Now, as a mental performance coach, my career is now helping professional footballers to play their best, from rising stars to seasoned professionals in the Premier League, helping them to condition their minds and their bodies for peak performance. Now, before this, I worked as an intelligence operative leading high-stakes operations against some of the biggest criminal organisations operating in the UK, where staying calm, disciplined and focused under pressure was the difference between success and failure. Now, what I learned in that world applies directly to football. You cannot leave performance to chance. You have to condition it. You have to live it, breathe it, and make it a part of who you are. Now, here's the reality. Many footballers struggle to reach their full potential, not because they lack talent, but because they are inconsistent. Poor habits off the pitch, whether it's showing up late, neglecting recovery, or failing to manage stress, all of these things will undermine everything that you're trying to achieve. Now think about it. How many times have you seen a player who should go on to have an incredible career, but instead they get left by the wayside? They never reach their full potential. Now, this is often because they didn't have the discipline off the pitch to do the things that the very best will do. Now, the biggest mistake players make is thinking that high performance is something you switch on when you need it. But it doesn't work like this. Your brain and your body respond to the patterns that you create every single day. If your habits are inconsistent, so will your performances. And this is where science comes in. Your brain is like a muscle. It adapts and it strengthens based on what you repeatedly do. Now, scientists call this neuroplasticity. Now, every habit, every routine that you stick to literally rewires your brain. So now you know this, what are some of the basic things that you should focus on? Now, first of all, think about your punctuality. When you consistently show up on time, you are not just being polite, you are training your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain which is situated right here that is responsible for focus, decision-making, and self-control. Over time, this creates a mental framework that will help you to stay disciplined under pressure. Next is training your reactions to everything you do, on and off the pitch. Now, reacting calmly under stress isn't just about your personality. It is a skill that you can condition. Every time you pause before you react emotionally, you are strengthening the neural pathways in your brain that regulate your amygdala, which is your brain's emotional center. This is why great players don't lose their head after a bad decision from the referee or when someone has just taken them out. They've conditioned themselves to stay composed, so they're focused and dialed in no matter what is happening. Next is consistency with the small things. So habits like proper sleep, great nutrition, brilliant recovery. These don't just fuel your body, they also build mental resilience. Your brain thrives on routine. It craves predictability. When you give it that, you're creating a stable foundation for peak performance. Now, here's the takeaway. Your habits off the pitch are building the mental and the physical framework for how you perform on it. Every decision you make, no matter how small, is conditioning your brain for success or it's setting you up for failure. What I want to give you now is actionable steps, your high performance blueprint. And here is a simple framework for you to follow. So first, create a consistent daily routine. As I've already said, your brain loves patterns, and a consistent routine not only saves mental energy, but it also reinforces discipline. So start by identifying the key pillars of your day. So something like morning, Wake up the same time every day. Use the first 30 minutes to set your mindset, whether that's through journaling, visualization, or meditation. Next, we move on to training prep. Here you want to show up early to every session, both mentally and physically prepared. Now, punctuality is simple, but it's a powerful habit that builds focus and accountability. Then we move on to your evening wind down. Sleep is your ultimate recovery tool. So you're going to want to create a pre-sleep routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens, and use something like a warm shower or guided visualization to prepare your mind and your body for rest. Next, you're going to want to think about practicing controlled responses under stress. Now, football is a game of reactions, and the way you handle pressure often determines the outcome. Now, to train this skill, use visualization before matches. So here, mentally rehearse high pressurized scenarios. So maybe it's missed passes, bad refereeing decisions, penalties. Here, I want you to see yourself staying calm and responding with clarity. You can also use breathing techniques. So here you would use controlled breathing to reset your mind in stressful moments. For example, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. This will activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which will calm your brain and your body. And then let's think about your post-match reflections. So after games, here you'd reflect on how you reacted under pressure, what went well, and what could you improve. Use these insights to condition better responses next time. And again, use visualization to reinforce these habits. What you repeatedly imagine, your brain will start to believe. So visualization can be a powerful tool to condition not only your skills, but also your mindsets and your habits. So here, start to visualize your routine. Spend 5 minutes a day visualizing yourself living your high performance routine. Waking up on time, showing up early, staying composed under stress. Then you'd visualize success. So you imagine yourself waking up on time, showing up early, staying composed under stress. Imagine yourself performing at your best on the pitch, feeling confident, feeling focused, being resilient. This strengthens the neural pathways that drive those behaviors in real life. So a question for you: what is one habit that you are going to condition today to elevate your game? Remember, high performance isn't about big gestures. It is about small, consistent actions that build over time. Now, if you have found this video helpful, please subscribe, as it really does help to support my channel, and take a look at the next video on the screen now to continue your footballing journey to brilliance.